So as you guys know, I've been asking my friends for ideas for teams, and one of my favorite ideas I got was from my good pal and channel member, Rao, who suggested I use Trapinch. Now I can't lie, I stared at my screen for a good 10 minutes thinking of what the fuck I can get this Pokemon to do, and it unironically probably turned into one of the best teams I've built all month. So today, we have a Trapinch team that is going to be very reminiscent of one of your favorite archetypes in Regulation C, Fissure ting-lu. If you enjoy it and you missed Fissure ting-lu, like and subscribe for more. And with that said, let's start off with the star of today's show being No Guard Lycanroc-Midnight. Now this is the one archetype of team that you ever see this Pokemon on. It's really good for Fissure teams because of No Guard Focus Sash, Tera, Ghost. With Stone Edge, Rock Slide, Helping Hand, and Protect, this has two Rock type moves that would normally miss that now are going to be really powerful options. And with Helping Hand, we get a nice supportive option in case if we're going to go into another attacking Pokemon. With our speed, we should creep any sort of base 80s that are going for max speed. I don't think we'll fight any, but it's not a bad speed to hit. There's no relevant 81 to creep anyway that runs max speed because I think it's just Milotic and Gyarados, and they're not really in the format, and they're also not running max speed anyway. And overall, this should be just a really good lead option in most games. Though I might backline it potentially to give it a chance to run after I've set up Trick Room. It really depends on the matchup, but I have typically been leading this off with our Trick Room setter being Cresselia. Now I know these teams typically do run Medicham as a nice fake out option to force either fake out, skill swap, or Trick Room, but I decided Cresselia would be a little bit better for the team I was going with today. This set in particular is going to take advantage of all of my nice support moves, with Lunar Blessing being a great way to heal up the Trapinch. We have Ally Switch to also make sure that eyes are off of the Trapinch as much as possible, Trick Room to set up the speed advantage for it, and then we have Skill Swap to give this thing No Guard. With Safety Goggles, we're going to be able to avoid things like Spore Moves as well as Rage Powder in general, meaning that they can't just redirect the Skill Swap, which will be very important for later, as I do not want to give an opponent No Guard on accident. And this is a big factor in why I chose this over Medicham, because I did not want to accidentally give Amoonguss No Guard and then lose it completely. So overall, this should be a really nice Pokemon, and our spread should hopefully help us with avoiding things like Fake Out in general with Tera Ghost. Up next, we have Dondozo, and this will be another Fissure target in case if I don't go for Trapinch for whatever reason, or if I just want another Pokemon to spam Fissure with next to Trapinch. With Wave Crash, Fissure, Substitute, and Protect, this proves to be a very good Dozo overall. I will be honest though, I don't know what specifically the combination for the HP and SPDF is for. I believe 240 is an HP number for Leftovers actually, so they probably went 241 for the sub and Leftovers number there. The rest into SPDF with 4 and 4 and attack and Vizdef, and the speed I believe is for like Pokemon creeping booster speed Roaring Moon. Well, no, not booster speed, booster attack max speed Roaring Moon. I could be wrong in that. I'm kind of just eyeballing the spread here in all honesty. But I just took the Dozogiri from another team that I saw that had Lycanroc on it, and I really only tweaked the Lycanroc and Cresselia spreads if it might need. Dozogiri didn't change because it's kind of just here as a convenience piece. Speaking of, I have Tatsugiri here as well. This Tatsugiri is literally the same Tatsugiri I copied over. I did not look into changing this at all because it's just meant to be here to kind of fake opponents. I don't actually ever plan to bring this Pokemon. It's just here because it's a nice mind game, thinking that I will bring this against opponents, and I've only ever considered it once, and you'll see it in today's video. It's the first time I've considered bringing this in the 20 or so games I have played with this scene, and I promise you, it is the first time it's ever crossed my mind to actually bring the Pokemon out. So you don't really need to know what it does. It's just here, it's Scarf Tatsugiri. It's more for your opponent to think about what it does than for you to think about what it does, in all honesty, and that's kind of cool. Up next, we have Ogerpon Hearthflame, an actually relevant Pokemon. I typically bring this if I'm not bringing Dondozo, and we have Ivy Cudgel, Hornleech, Follow Me, and Spiky Shield. Just max speed, max attack Ogerpon. It's just meant to deal damage as quickly as possible, because it's essentially a Final Gambit piece that's not clicking Final Gambit. I've heard the comparison actually all the way back in Charlotte Regional, and I'll truly never forget it because it's stuck in my head ever since when building Trick Room teams. When my good pal Moxie boosted, we were rooming for Charlotte, and he mentioned why he was using Flutterman on his team, which essentially it was the Sempra team, but had Gothitelle over Hisui Lilligant, and he said that he liked it because he got a Trick Room out of it and could use Flutterman as a Final Gambit Annihilate. And it really stuck with me. I like using Ogerpon for a lot of the same reason here on this particular team, because I can click a nice Tera Fire Ivy Cudgel into most games, as a lot of my team doesn't need Tera outside of Cresselia, and if I don't need to click Tera Ghost on Cresselia, this is a great wall breaker for me because I click Tera Fire Ivy Cudgel, I kill something, and then I get a free into Trapinch that I lose my Ogerpon, and it's a really quick way to lose the game for my opponent. Not only this, but in case I need Ogerpon to die, I can draw in the attacks to it, which is a much bigger convenience over a Pokemon like Fluttermane here. And this Ogerpon overall just proves to be a very nice Final Gambit Pokemon, in a sense. Finally, though, we have the Mon of the Hour, fucking Trapinch. This is a Violate Trapinch with Arena Trap. I can skill swap the No Guard onto my Trapinch. Cresselia now is a much bulkier Pokemon with Arena Trap. On top of this, we have a No Guard Fissure Trapinch that will underpace every Pokemon in existence. You would need like a room service on most things, and even then, it needs to be like a room service Torkoal or slower, essentially. We have First Impression as a nice priority option, has some merit, probably won't get clicked much. We have Tera Ice, Tera Blast, mostly for flying types, especially for Landorus. The spread is mostly Phys-Def oriented. I think this was for something. I forget what the specific reason was for 12 attack. I think it might have been a Tera Blast Ice Roll versus Landorus. I forget what that's for. But overall, we're clicking Fissure with this Pokemon. Let's not kid ourselves here. That's why you're clicking on the video. And let's get to some Fissure. Here's the rental team if you want to try it yourselves. Paste is going to be in the description below, and let's see if Trapinch can do some Trapinch gaming. Quick note, the audio got very fucked up with this video, so if you see any random cuts, that's why. It's just me trying to salvage it. The video was too good to not upload, even with all of this, so just keep that in mind in case if there's a little bit jarring of a cut. I try to make it as good as possible, but some stuff did unfortunately get lost with this. So yeah, enjoy the matches. All right, this is the video that I'm expecting either for months for people to ask for this rental for, or it's the video that convinces you to think that I've lost my sanity. I don't know which yet. Trapinch is silly, and I believe Rao was the one that asked me to use Trapinch. Honestly, I'm glad, because Trapinch is like, I fucking love this mon, like very irrationally. It's one of my favorite baby Pokemon of all time. Like it's up there. I've just loved using this thing for years now. It was a nice, funny trapping mon that go brrr. Shout outs to Clutch. Clutch really got me hooked on this thing. So we're gonna make trapping go against my opponent. We're gonna go with, let's see. So definitely, I mean, we need Lycanroc Cresselia because that's how the strategy is gonna work. I do like the idea of going with Ogerpon here or Dozo. I think it's definitely Dozo or Ogerpon. Tatsugiri is more just there very well might be a scenario where I kind of need to cop out, not go with Trapinch this game, just for longevity, but it kind of depends on their lead in particular here. So, good luck and fun to my opponent. I feel very confident that we can kind of make this work, but it's going to be a bit grim, I can't lie. Hopefully my opponent doesn't realize what I'm doing. For some reason, I've been able to pull this off way more than I should have any business doing. There have been multiple games where I've hit Fissures on Trapinch several times in a row without needing No Guard. So again, I have more success with this team than any reasonable person should be. Luck has been on my side. It really wants me to show off Trapinch. So again, we can figure out if I've lost my sanity or not by the end of the video. That's for later to decide, though, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so they lead off with Incineroar and Xianpao here. This is perfectly fine, actually. I can probably just go for like a Trick Room immediately. And then, yeah, I could probably just go for like a Trick Room. If they fake out, so be it. I'll go for Protect on Lycanroc. I could also... No, I shouldn't let Lycanroc go down. That would be stupid. That would be very stupid. If they fake out my Cress, I'm okay with that. But if I let Lycanroc go down, I'm being stupid. Because they can't take out my Cress. They just cannot comfortably take it out in one set of hits. Okay, never mind. That's a way to take out Cress really quickly. Holy shit. Okay, for what it's worth, Lariat wouldn't have saved me there. Okay, well, this is a perfect scenario of where I would need the Dozo. This is a great example of why we brought Dozo here. Unfortunately, my opponent has gotten the best of me, to say the least. Frankly, I'm very much not happy with how that went, that's for sure. We'll go with Wave Crash here into the Incineroar just to pick it off. And I'm going to go for a Rock Slide here. We should at least outpace the Incineroar, which is great. I can get off a nice meaty Rock Slide. We'll be -1, sure, but it's still going to deal some serious damage. I mean, we are Lycanroc. So I'm not too concerned with this, thankfully. But yeah, I don't like that my opponent got that. What the fuck? I think Incin would have killed for what it's worth. I mean, Incin Pow is a dangerous offensive lead for us, and I have Tera Ghost. So I can't Tera on that defensively. I don't know how to Protect either. So I mean, they sought their kill and they fucking went for it. This might have been a game to bring Tatsu. I can't lie. Maybe just like ditch the fucking Cress. But it is what it is. It's not a huge deal. They're going to keep losing health on Pow, which is great. Rock Slide's going to go off. This should deal some hefty damage. Yeah, that's not bad. And then meanwhile, Wave Crash will go off into the Incin as well. We actually outpace, which is kind of funny. That's, to be fair, that's not too out there, considering the fact we are a fast Dozo for when we have Tatsu. But I'll take it for sure. I'll definitely take it. So Dozo's already putting in some decent work. I can kill the Xianpao in the following turn, thankfully, because they've continued to disrespect my Lycanroc, meaning I still have my Focus Sash intact. Which is, honestly, it's really fucking helpful, I can't lie. It might be the reason that we can pull off anything in this match. They're probably bringing in a Mungus here. Yep, they bring in a Mungus. Okay, perfectly fine. So, we're going to proceed to go for a Substitute here. Substitute should be my best play, and then I can, meanwhile, go for a Rock Slide here. And just try and flinch the Amoonguss. I could try and just kill the Xianpao. Like, I have a lot of options at this point. My goal should just be to try and keep the Dozo alive, because by keeping Dozo alive, I have potential for Fissure. Perfect. best case scenario right here, because I'm now going to be able to get off a Rock Slide, kill the Chiam-Pao completely, and then, yeah, they get us down to Sash. So what? Doesn't really make a difference, because I'm going to be able to get a Sash up on out of Sash, a Substitute up on my Dondozo, which can now just freely spam Fissure against them. Like, it's actually a decent win con for me now. So I'm kind of set. So I'll definitely take it for sure. Sub on Dozo is going to pop at this point, and then I don't know how they break it. If they have Ogre Palm, that's their way of breaking it, but I can, to be fair, Tera around it, maybe get a Fissure up right away. And if we get the Fissure up, then that's kind of set. But we'll have to see for sure. I'm kind of curious about what they'll actually go into at this point. They're going to proceed to swap into Fluttermane. Okay, so Fluttermane is a huge thing for me. I can just Wave Crash that pretty confidently, or I can Fissure. This is definitely a Tera Steel moment, because this gives me a very nice Fissure opportunity into the Amogus. And then I can go for a Rock Slide here just for damage. They'll probably Gleam, which is fine. Gleam will not break my sub, though, because of this. And then I can proceed to bring in Trapinch, which... Trapinch Gaming? Question mark? Because Fluttermane, I don't think will kill me without just getting a really good Moonblast Tera. Because we are Violet, and I believe we're Spadef on Trapinch. Specifically for this type of scenario, if I remember correctly. So they're definitely not tearing on any Mon yet, which is... honestly, that's fair. They're going to just Moonblast and kill my Lycanroc. So Tera was a little wasted there, but it's whatever. Also, we're Fizdef, so we're not going to take a hit super well. Fissure does unfortunately miss, so that's whatever, but they're going to Palm Puff anyway, so that's fine. We're going to chew that pretty comfortably. Let's see. So I could Fissure on my Trapinch, in all honesty, and then go for like... Well, I could go for Protect on Trapinch and then go for Fissure on Dozo. I feel like, though, they're more likely going to Shadow Ball, if anything, and then try and, like, Spore my Trapinch or maybe Rage Powder. I have a few options here. I think that my play for this turn, in particular, is to go for Fissure, and then it might even just be to go for Fissure again. Unironically, that might be the play. Just to be safe, I'm actually going to click Protect on Trapinch. I think there's a good chance that they try and so they're either going to Rage Powder on Amogus, which I'm kind of fine with, or they're going to probably Spore my Trapinch to get rid of a Fissuremon. I think they're going to Spore the Trapinch. Yeah, they're going to Spore the Trapinch. So this kind of works out well. I can at least, take a turn and then potentially Protect on Dozo, and then, or I could probably just dual Fissure, even thinking that they'll think I Protect on Dozo. Okay, so unfortunately we do not hit the Fissure. That is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay, so let's see. So they're not Specs at the very least. They're at best Life Orb. I'm kind of okay with that. I could potentially just go for like a Shadow on like a Wave Crash. Let's see. So Fluttermane versus Dondozo. How much attack do we have on Dozo? We only have 4. Okay, 4 is not great. 4 means that we do not kill. We just do not kill. Very much so. Okay, so we're gonna Fissure. We're gonna Fissure into the Fluttermane this time, and I'm just gonna dual Fissure. If they let me have that, so be it. And then I can Protect on whatever Mon they don't go for Shadow Ball into. But I don't think that they'll kill. Yeah, perfect. They don't kill. And then Fissure goes, and it unfortunately misses. That's unfortunate. They're gonna Spore into my Trapinch. That's also unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay, so unfortunately, I mean, this is kind of the situation where, unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna win this. If we could have gotten the No Guard off, I feel like we could have done it. But again, they just played around us way too well. I'm gonna be honest. We didn't have a great out. I'm gonna now need to definitely like protect the fuck up. I'm actually gonna go for Fissure right into the Fluttermane. Right into the Fluttermane. I feel like that's my play, because they're gonna probably target Trapinch now that I'm asleep just to get rid of a Fissuremon. Because if I wake up on the turn that they're targeting Dozo and I get a Fissure, luckily, I mean, they might struggle to kill me. So, no, they're actually going to go for it right for the Dozo. Okay, good play. I thought I could have maybe cheesed that, but it seems like they were probably just intent on just killing my Dozo and then focusing on the sleeping Pokemon with their team, which is fair. That's totally reasonable. But unfortunately, I called that wrong. So, yeah, Trapinch is going to be left here, and it should die to a Shadow Ball, unfortunately. Just to be safe, I'll go for the Fissure into the Fluttermane, and I'm just gonna kind of hope. But like it's a lost cause at this point. I don't really think that we're getting much out of this exchange, but that's fine. Honestly, it's fine. This is only game 1, and I mean, for a Pokemon like Trapinch, if we can even get 1 game, I'm okay with that. It's not a Cacturne bad. This thing actually has a role it could do, but it's like the tier above Cacturne bad, so I'm kind of okay if it just gets like 1 match today. We'll see you guys in game number 2 though. All right, for game number 2. Taking on a bit of a silly team, but that's fine. I'm using a Trapinch. We can lower the bar of entry a little bit today. In terms of my opponent's team, they have a Lycanroc as well. Lycanroc-Midnight Mirror, the thing I never thought I'd be saying on the channel unless this was like some sort of game where we were doing VGC NU. So I'll take that. That's a thing we're doing today. Go for, do I Dozogiri lead them? I think Dozogiri lead might unironically be a play here. The issue being is I can't pop Trapinch doing that, so I cannot commit to that. We're gonna go with Ogerpon, Cresselia. Ogerpon, Cresselia, we'll go with Lycanroc-Trapinch. I think that's my play. If nothing else, I think Ogerpon will warrant a dual target enough to where I could potentially then just clear through whatever the bad matchup is for Cresselia, then go for a Rock Slide on the same turn. And realistically, they're not going to target the fucking Lycanroc without Cresselia next to it. There's just no world you do that. I actively refuse to believe that someone will make that play. They're going to go for Meowstic and Lycanroc. Okay, so this is fine. Wait, I let off with Cresselia. Oh, right, no, that was intentional, right? Okay, it took me a second. I thought I let off with Lycanroc Ogerpon, but no, this was the better play. We're going to go for a Horn Leech here, and then I'm going to go for a Trick Room here. Worst case scenario, they've given me their Lycanroc as well now, which is kind of huge, because I can always steal the No Guard from their Lycanroc if I need to. They're scarfed anyway, which is good to note. Okay, that's fine. I'm very fine with that, actually, because I can potentially just steal the No Guard, go for Protect on my Trapinch, and then just swap it right back. They can no longer guaranteed hit their moves, which is huge. That's very huge. And I can keep my Lycanroc as a nice backliner too for Rock Slide, because it's not terrible against their team. Okay, so we're gonna go for a Protect here, and then we're gonna go for Skill Swap here, and we're gonna steal the thing, and then I'm gonna go for Fissure plus Ally Switch, not Ally Switch, Fissure plus Lunar Blessing. If they swap out here, so be it. I don't think they're gonna swap. Yeah, they're not gonna swap the Lycanroc because I don't think they realize what I'm doing with the combination they're going for. I think they're more insistent on trying to deal as much damage with the No Guard Mon, which I'm fine with. I'm very fine with that. Okay, sweet. So I've stolen the No Guard now. We've officially secured 9 game. Now I will say this means that I cannot go for the attack into the Lycanroc with Levitate. I think that does get around, but I'm okay with that still. We still do have options, and I don't think that they realize that either. So I'm okay with this. Okay, so we're gonna go for the Fissure. Actually, no. So yeah, we're gonna go for the Fissure into the Meowstic and just see if we can hit it. Worst case scenario, we're gonna go for the Skill Swap into the Trapinch and just be fine here. We're gonna take a Rock Slide very comfortably because this is a Scarf Lycanroc. Plus, on the following turn, I can Fissure into the Meowstic and steal the Levitate back. So I'm kind of okay with that, because then Lycanroc can no longer be immune to my Fissure, so I'm very set here. Meanwhile, my opponent's going to keep going for Rock Slide, which I'm fine with. As we can see there, it does 18 to Trapinch, so we're kind of cooking. We'll go for Fissure, and I'm going to go for the Lunar Blessing this turn. The Lunar Blessing is more so just so I can stay alive during all of this. But now we have a No Guard Trapinch that's just going to farm. Like, they can't beat it, unfortunately. So Fissure go, we're going to keep winning. That is 1 kill right there for Trapinch. We'll take that. We'll definitely take that. That's so good for us. Finally, a lead where we don't get completely fucked on lead with the strategy. We're getting the Lunar Blessing up, so Trapinch will stay at full, and it's going to lose like 18 health again from the Lycanroc. They can now miss us too, mind you. So we're very good with that. And the best part is too is actually, oh right, they can't even switch out the Lycanroc. They have to just take this, which is huge. Because I have Arena Trap on Cresselia. I forgot about that. I forgot that's why I chose the strategy. Because I was thinking about it. And I was like, okay, what's a funny thing I could do with Trapinch? Because Ra was like, use Trapinch. And I was like, what's a funny thing? And I was like, wait a second. I could just make this the new ting-lu. And unironically, I kind of can. So we're going to skill swap the Lycanroc. Let me double check something really quickly. Let me double check. There's 1 turn to Trick Him left. Yeah, there's 1 turn to Trick Him left. Okay, yeah, this is my play. We're going to skill swap into the Lycanroc here. If they have Focus Sash on Flutter Mane, so be it. I don't think that actually protects them from Fissure. Yeah, Flutter Mane just drops. Perfect. Okay, so that's their Cresselia counter gone right there, which is also really huge. And I've now stolen Levitate from their Rock type, so they can now get Fissured again. I will need to be a bit careful, I will say, because technically speaking, they could kind of screw me over. Specifically, if they have like a Meowscarada Rod at endgame, that could kind of screw me, but it's not like a huge deal. We can still definitely take advantage of it for sure. It's just I need to be a bit careful. They'll probably have to, yeah, they have Meowscarada. Okay, so I'm kind of curious about what they'll actually value here. I can just kind of go in and go for like What's my out here? Okay. So what I could do is I could go for the Tera Ice, Tera Blast, actually. Well, no, so I go for Tera Ice, more so to get rid of my Flower Trick weakness. Does that actually help a lot with the Trapinch? Let me see. Trapinch, 252, 244, Relaxed, a Violate versus Meowscarada, Choice Band, Flower Trick, Tera Ice. That actually does help. Perfect. We're gonna go for Fissure into that. And then we're gonna go for Trick Room here. Wait, oh no, shit. Yeah, I have to go for the Fissure first. Because I can't actually go for the, I can't go for the Tera Ice because I would have lost to that. Oh, they're gonna go for Knockoff anyway. Okay, so Knockoff is huge. Because they're going for it into the Cresselia. And because I got the, I think I got it on the buzzer into the Meowscarada there. So they were trying to stop the Trick Room. And I realized that was the issue with going for the Tera Ice there. Because that opened me up to lose to Fissure. So yeah, Trapinch is gonna claim another kill, which is huge. I nearly did fumble that one, actually. If I went for the Tera Ice, that could have screwed me, maybe. Because if I got flinched there in particular, that would have been where I lost the issue. Because then I would have actually lost the match. So we'll take this. We'll take this for sure. Okay. So, yeah, now I just go for Fissure again because they have a Scarf Lycanroc. And then I go for the... I'll go for Helping Hand because it's really funny. Yeah, it's really funny to go for that. They could flinch me down, to be fair. And that is a serious thing they could do. So I hope they don't just cancel battle because they could technically win this. They're Scarf Lycanroc. But I want to try and, you know, beat them with the Fissure because it's really funny. They have to also get a lot of Rock Slide flinches on me. Like, they have to... Specifically, they have to flinch me like 6 times to stop this. Perfect. Yeah, they don't flinch. We got all 4 kills with Trapinch. Everyone in the comments, you gotta comment on this video. Even if you don't comment normally, you are required to comment on this video. We got 4 kills in the game with Trapinch. I understand we were not fighting the most serious team of all time. But we got 4 kills with Trapinch. You guys gotta cheer Trapinch on. That was a big deal right there. If we can get one more quick game, we'll feature it. If not, we'll just cut right to outro here. All right, for our final game of the day, we're taking on a very interesting team, but this has at least some decent offense to it, to be fair. Things like the Scizor and Pow in particular could actually be a really dynamic duo that could kind of fuck me. But, they only have one lead that is terrifying against my Cresselia, which is the Scizor Chi and Pow combination. Now, this is a big deal, actually, because I can repeat the same lead I just did with Ogerpon and Cresselia. Go with Trapinch and Lycanroc in the back, and we can kind of rock them. So we're going to go with that. I could bring the Dozo too. I think the Dozo actually has a worse matchup than Trapinch, though, specifically because of the fact that the Dozo has to deal with Iron Hands. Trapinch doesn't really care about Iron Hands, actually. We are going to proceed to just go straight for the Clefable with the Ogerpon here. And then I'm going to go for the... Do I need Tera Ice? Do I need Tera Ice and Trapinch? I really don't benefit from it at all. And I don't need the Tera Ghost on the Lycanroc because I would click it right now. So yeah, we're going to go for Tera Ghost on the Cresselia here. And we're going to get up a nice Trick Room. And I'm going to go for an Ivy Cudgel right into the Clefable this turn. And then we'll just follow me while I start taking advantage of good abilities. Like, I'll probably get rid of, what will I even do? I don't even really need to get rid of any abilities right now, in all honesty. I could probably just, like, start Lunar Blessing up my Cresselia and keep it healthy. There's things I can do, though. But for now, I've at least forced them to have to target my Cresselia with, like, Wild Charge, which is great. Or Heavy Slam, I guess, which will do no damage. And then Ivy Cudgel is going to massacre their Clefable, meanwhile. Yeah, that does so much damage. Okay, perfect. They're going to go for Rocks. Now, weirdly enough, that actually isn't a good thing for me. That's a really bad thing that they just did for me. That could be concerning because they could break my Focus Sash now. I might need to hit manual Fissures, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but it's not a good thing by any sense. Actually, wait, Lunar Blessing can go through Protect. That can go through Protect. I think it goes through Protect. We're going to have to kind of count on that. For now, we're going to go for Ally Switch, though. And then we're going to go for Ivy Cudgel. I'm going to go for it into the Iron Hand. I need an Iron Hand kind of dead now because they did that. And that's actually like a really big concerning thing that they just did there. They're going to Wild Charge my Cresselia, which is great because I can take advantage of this turn. And then I could probably follow me on the follow. Oh, no, I probably won't even follow me. I'll just let them Wild Charge me right now. They're going to Heavy Slam. Okay, even better. Yeah, see, that does nothing. Even with the Helping Hand boost, that does nothing. And then Ivy Cudgel in the hand is going to do a great amount of damage. It's already nearly half. Okay, perfect. So I can now just go for like a Lunar Blessing. Ooh, they're going to bring in something. Now this could be interesting. This could be very interesting. Okay, they're going to bring in Lycanroc. All right, that's not good. That's not good. Okay. All right, so we will need to heal this up as quickly as possible. We'll go for a Protect this turn, and I think Lunar Blessing, and even if it doesn't go through Protect, I kind of want to heal up Cresselia after I take like a whatever attack I do from the Iron Hand. In hindsight, it might have been a better play to actually go for the... Shit, I'm forgetting what I was going to do. To have gone for the Trick Room this turn. That could have maybe been a better play. But hindsight's 2020. I don't think this is a bad play by any means, to be fair. They're going to go for Moonblast. Okay, Moonblast is interesting. And then Lunar Blessing will heal. That does go through Protect, right? That goes through Protect? Okay. So yeah, it does go through Protect. And it looks like Cresselia is also... Oh, okay, they're whirlwinding out Cresselia, that's why. I wonder if they thought I was going to go for the skill swap here. That would be interesting if that's what they were thinking, and that's like what they were planning around. Okay, so they're like really trying to hazard chip my team down, which is fine. That's what they're trying to do here, so be it. I will manually hit a Fissure on their team. Do not fucking test me. We're switching out Lycanroc. I need to go into Cresselia as quickly as possible before that Mon dies. I don't think that they can kill me, for the record. I really don't think they can kill me. So, I'll test it. We're gonna go for Fissure right into the fucking Iron Hands. If they go for Follow Me, so be it, because that just means that Iron Hands is gonna deal even less damage. I'm mostly worried about like an Ice Punch set. They've already revealed Heavy Slam and Fake Out though. And Whirlwind for that matter. So I don't think they have Ice Punch's last move. They're gonna go for Follow Me. Sure, I'll kill the Clefable. That's the special attacker right there. I'm fine with that. Let's hit the Fissure. Manual Fissure time? No manual Fissure time. Okay. That's fine. They're gonna Whirlwind into the Cresselia spot. Sure. They're just stalling through Trick Room at this point. Like, I'm gonna get free Fissures off as they're gonna Whirlwind my team down. And I'm kind of okay with that. Because if that's their plan of offense, I can deal some good damage. Perfect. Ogre Bond's back in. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna Ivy Cudgel the Iron Hand. And I'm gonna go for Fissure into the Cresselia. Not the Cresselia, the Clefable. How many turns of Trick Room are left? 1 turn of Trick Room. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We'll go for the Iron Hands. And I'm gonna go for the Fissure into the Clefable. We'll kill the Follow Me Mon, because that already will simplify the game, just game plan wise. And again, they have Moonblast, which could technically deal more. Yeah, perfect. They're kind of just letting this thing get Fissured. So I'm okay with that. Either way, oh shit, we do hit the Fissure. I was gonna say either way we kill the Clefable, but okay, we hit our Fissure. Oh, that's great. Okay, so Trapinch has proven that it can hit a Fissure today. It has in fact brought at least 1 pair of contact. I don't know if it brought both contacts in the set, but it brought 1 contact. That's huge. That's objectively huge. Good job, Trapinch. Okay. So yeah, I can just Ivy Cudgel on the following turn. That's going to deal some really good damage to that Iron Hands. And then I can probably just, might Tera Fire, just to be safe. Because I think Tera Fire is a good play here. Especially if like Chimpao comes in. And then I'll probably switch out Trapinch right into Cresselia just to avoid taking a Drain Punch. Because that could be actually good damage. They're going to probably bring in Pow. No, they go into Scizor. Okay, Scizor is wild. That is a wild play to bring in. But I'm kind of okay with that. Okay, yeah, we're just going to go for the... Oh, right, I can't go for Tera Fire. Okay. We're just going to go for the, we're actually going to go right for the Scizor. Scizor's a little more concerning in my opinion. And then we'll go hard into Cresselia. Cresselia's going to have to take rocks, sure, but I'm okay with that. They can't switch out Iron Hands at least, so they'll have to take the turn and then probably go for a Drain Punch because that's their way to hit my Trapinch well, which means that they're not going to hit Cresselia at all, and I'm very okay with that. I'm a little concerned with like a knockoff Scizor though, which is a viable click into Trapinch because it could remove Violate, and I don't want Cresselia to have to take a knockoff because that will deal a lot of damage from Scizor. So I'd rather just KO it. They do have Tera still. I don't think they'll click it. Nope, they're gonna click it. Okay. Even still, they have to be like Tera Dragon to really like comfortably chew my Ogre Bond, which is kind of okay. It's not great, but it's kind of okay. Tera Flying. Okay, perfect. Yeah, it's still a neutral hit. I'll more than take that. This is a Fissure immunity now, so I'm actually really glad I accidentally thought target this Mon. Again, I mostly did it to avoid like knockoff or like a Sword Stance set, but I'm fine not taking random shit. They're gonna Aerial Ace. Now that's a little concerning, but it's not a huge deal. Because now I can go for like a Lunar Blessing plus have my Lycanroc still on the field, go for Rock Slide and then Skill Swap after I've killed the Scizor. So I'm very fine with that actually. That's actually really coincidentally good here. I do need to Lunar Blessing up first though, because I can't let the Scizor just Technician Bullet Punch me down and kill me immediately. Because otherwise I do actually lose the game since I burned Tera on Cresselia and I can't Tera Blast Ice this. So we will just go for Protect and Lunar Blessing. And then on the following turn I will go for my... I'll probably actually go for Stone Eye just to kill the... just to guarantee kill. Because I don't really want to go with any bullshit here. Actually, do I? I don't know, I might go for Rock Slide. Rock Slide does have some nice advantages. I don't know, we'll kind of feel it out in the moment, whatever feels right. But we'll set ourselves up for good success either way. I'm not really too concerned here. They've already revealed Clefable, Scizor, and Iron Hand. As for the last Mon here, they're gonna withdraw Scizor, okay. And I'm curious about what the last mon is gonna be. Arcanine. Okay, Arcanine coming in is fine. Also, I've realized that they have Drain Punch, Fake Out, Heavy Slam, Whirlwind on the Iron Hands, which is a really easy set to muscle pass, actually. And also, by healing up my Lycanroc, I could actually probably just go for Rock Slide here against this duo, plus Fissure when they Whirlwind me out inevitably this turn. So I might actually just keep spamming Lunar Blessing, because that'll also heal through Burn if Arcanine goes for Burn. And Lycanroc might turn. Nope, never mind. I'm gonna switch out. Okay. So be it. Yeah, I'll probably just go for the Lunar Blessing plus yeah, I'll probably just have to go for the Lunar Blessing plus Fissure then. Or Lunar Blessing plus Protect this turn, I should say. Just like heal up my Trapinch, because I can't let it die to the dual target here. Yeah, so we're gonna go for Protect plus Lunar Blessing this turn. I do need it a little bit healthier at least before I like try and Allen switch around and fuck around. But I do think at the very least, even if they're gonna keep Whirlwinding me, that's fine. They'll bring in the Lycanroc with no Intimidate now, which is good. Like that's all they're doing, is they're kind of just letting me get around the Intimidate with my Lycanroc, which has become my win con. They're gonna probably go for a Whirlwind here. I think they're gonna Whirlwind the Cresselia, if I had to guess. No, they're gonna Whirlwind the Trapinch. I'm very fine with that, actually. Because now that Scissor's not here, I don't need to go for Lunar Blessing. I could probably just Stone Edge right into that spot. And if I can kill, whether it's the Arcanine or the Scizor, I can nail one of them guaranteed. And that's really fucking good. So yeah, I'm gonna go for the Stone Edge here. I'm gonna go for the Stone Edge, yeah. And then I'll go for an ally switch, just because I do think that there is a good chance that we get close combated here. Into the Lycanroc. That's fine. We take that very well. I'm glad they didn't bring Pow or Blaziken for that matter. Both could have actually been like kind of monstrous against my team. Especially with like Tera, Blaziken could have been really scary. But thankfully, yeah, we just eviscerate the Arcanine now. And then we'll just have to Lunar Blessing back up our Focus Sash, which is whatever. They're gonna Whirlwind out my Cresselia actually, so maybe I just need to let Lycanroc go down. Actually no, I can't let Lycanroc go down because then I lose the match. Okay, that's kind of a problem, but we'll have to address that later. Yeah. Okay, so we'll have to switch out Lycanroc for sure, because I need to heal it up. Yeah, I need to heal it up. I'll need to let Trapinch go down here, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's the truth. They'll Bullet Punch me for sure, but I'm gonna land another Fissure in the meantime, because that is my win con. Therefore, I must. And so we're gonna Fissure the Iron Hand. Iron Hand will get fissured, and then when Cresselia comes back in, I can potentially ally switch around and then go for Rock Slide, and that should win the game. They would have to like seriously predict around it, which I don't think they will. So Pointed Stones are gonna dig into Cresselia. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Bullet Punch goes off. Okay, perfect. Yeah, Cresselia will take that. And then meanwhile, Drain Punch is gonna go off. Trapinch also will take that, and then I can go for the Fissure of a Lifetime, and I will hit the Iron Hands. Trapinch will hit the Iron Hands for the content. Gonna hit the Iron Hands because this is not fun. We will not let not fun people win this match. No. And perfect. Okay, so now I'm just gonna Tera Blast. I'm just gonna fucking Tera Blast with special normal type Tera Blast on my Trapinch into the Scizor and Lunar Blessing up. Because at that point I can kind of just keep bullshitting around until I win. So we're gonna do that. Yeah, we're gonna keep doing that. We're gonna just heal up. Lunar Blessing time. I might, if need be, switch like a skill swap with the Cresselia into the Scizor just to get rid of Technician. I'll probably actually do that on the following turn. They're gonna Swords Dance. Yeah, I'm gonna try and weaken the Scizor a bit. I need to humble that thing. Okay. So Tera Blast is gonna go off. This is gonna do nothing, but I'm kind of fine with that. Oh, actually, that does more than I thought. I could probably skill swap that into Trapinch, unironically. Let's do that. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. We can weaken that. That's actually now no longer gonna kill, which is fucking amazing. And I can give that over to my Trapinch, and I can kill with Technician boosted Tera. Oh, no, minus base 80. Okay, I thought I was clever for a second. It's okay. Not every idea has to be a good one. But yeah, why is Trapinch gonna unironically kill the Scizor with normal Tera Blast? What the fuck? That's actually super funny. Holy shit. We're gonna Lunar Blessing up, and then they're gonna cancel the battle. That's fucking great. If there was ever a better way to end this video, truly, that might have been one of the best final battles in any fucking video that I've done on this channel. In a long while, at least. My fucking goodness. You didn't click off the video. You could be asleep for all I care. You could just have your phone in like the other room. I don't really care how you're watching the video, but you're now like obligated to subscribe because of Trapinch killing a Scizor with normal Tera Blast. That's not something you're gonna see ever again. No one else will replicate this unless they rig the battle, because it's not happening. Also, you should probably consider becoming a channel member. I think at the least, you know, again, something happened here. You know, there's a spark, and I think that, you know, we should continue this on the channel membership where you get another video a month, So let's make that work. Currently we have Zeke Zero, Mia, Rao Sakura, who actually gave us the Trapinch idea. Shoutouts especially to Rao for this fucking phenomenal idea. And then we also have Obo, Endless Gadgets, Joshua Ultra Player, and Incog. Thank you guys so much for your support. It really means a lot. I will see you guys tomorrow for a little bit less fun of a video, but we're gonna have that poll going up. It can't be as fun as Trapinch, but it'll still be a good time, I promise. I pinky swear. If I had to guess Premonition, it'll probably be the Swampert team, but I don't know. That's for the poll to decide. Until then, peace out, guys.